What's up, everyone? Scowl's back with my new series, my World of Warcraft Zone series, as we look through all the different zones in the game. Start doing all the starter zones first. We did, so far I've only done a Tauren video. If you are enjoying this in any way, or you want to leave an idea of what to go with next, let me know. I'm going to go with Blood Elves, because I haven't really messed with that much. As I said in my previous video, I mostly mess with alliance characters more so. Blood Elves are pretty cool. Elves, I tend to make girls elves because they just look nicer, in my opinion. So let's go with that. We're going to do a mage with a Blood Elf, I think, to play around with for this zone. Sounds pretty good to me. I don't have any alliance races of the Horde. As I said, I got all but the mecha gnomes for alliance, so I haven't really done anything with Horde here. So we're kind of stuck with core races with these guys. So Blood Elf Mage, customized. I'm going to do what I did last time with my Tauren. I'm going to just randomly get a numbers and see what I would create. So 2 for skin color. Alright. Face, we have 13 options. Got a 4. So we got there, that's pretty nice. Hairstyle. Wow, a lot more than the Tauren, that's for sure. 20. Number 1. Okay. Hair color. 10 options. Number 4. Okay. And the ever important earrings, 11 options. Number 10. Alright, and there's a girl. Randomize, I guess. I don't really care. Delalaran? Delalaran, sure. Alright, nice. So there's Bad Mufo, who we just played with. Delalaran here. I'd probably have to delete some of these older characters that I don't really play. Move their money over. Gonna need to make more characters. I don't know what the limit is on characters. This will be our 12th. Can I still make a new one after that? I guess so. Alright, the one thing I want to check is to see if they have like closed captions or subtitles for the little intro videos. I didn't see it anywhere when I was looking in the Tauren video. Yeah, I don't see anything for subtitles, which is interesting. So, okay. And as same with Tauren, I'm going to be using the Zygor guides to help get through the zones faster and try not to miss any quests. So that's kind of the plan, is to knock out as many quests as I can to see how the zones work and flow and what the quest lines are like. So let's go.
The past few years have seen unprecedented changes within the eternal land of Quel'Thalas. The Blood Elves, following the will of their crazed leader Kael'thas Sunstrider, channeled dangerous, chaotic magics to transform their sacred Sunwell into a gateway of unspeakable evil. While Kael'thas and his demonic masters were eventually defeated, a different kind of transformation occurred within the Sunwell itself, as a dying Naru sacrificed its life essence to reignite the Sunwell into a fount of holy energy. Now, the Blood Elf regent Lorthamar Theron sees a new hope on the horizon for his people. Over time, the Sunwell's light could cure the Blood Elves of their cursed state, but many still cling to the arcane powers they've procured and are hesitant to relinquish them. As one of the remaining Blood Elves, you must fight to protect Quel'Thalas and help redeem the soul of your ancient people.
Okay, let's get cracking. So we're going to put our Zygor guide thing down here, our arrow up here. The arrow helps guide us to our next quest line. I want to put this thing, make sure to flip it upside down. So it's down here. And enhancements, I want to not auto accept quests. Alright, because I want to read the quest as part of this plan is to create, to read through the quest, see how the zones are, and things of that nature. So they gave us the Blood Elf 1 through 5 starting quest thing here, which makes sense, obviously. So we'll be using that. Alright, Magistrix Arona.
Anu Belore Delana.
Reclaiming Sunstrider Isle. The sooner you begin your education... Oh, it's going to be hard. I don't even know how to say the name. I picked Delilarin? Dello? We'll call her Del, for short. The sooner you begin your education, Del, the better for all of us. There is little room for error, so listen closely. The burning crystals, the green floating objects to the west of the Sunspire here, have long been used to power the Isle's experimentations. The Manoworms were their guardians, but the scourge invasion of Quel'Thalas has driven them errant from our lack of magical control over them. There's little choice but to thin their numbers for reclamation. Do this, then return to me. Alright, so we gotta get some Manoworms.
Reckoning is at hand.
Let's kill them Manoworms. Ooh, they got a nice... Blood Elf's got a nice little 360 spin thing working here. So we got Ice going. Arcade Torrent. Remove one beneficial effect from all enemies. Okay, it's like a debuff. I always forget to quickly turn on all the loot when I start. Hi, Kellery. What's up? Mages are fun. I like mages. I'm trying to level a mage up, you know, pre-Shadowlands. It's a Alliance mage, and it's a Void Elf, I believe is what they're called. One of the Alliance races. Oh, we got a pouch already. Beautiful. That's how you do it. Very similar. Already level 2. Very similar to the Shaman early on, where you just basically spam and range attack.
Range.
5 or 6 Manoworms. One more over here, huh? Kind of spread out. Considering the Shaman zone, we like had people everywhere to attack. The Quillmores, like you couldn't even move without being able to select one. Oh, they're not gonna let me attack through the tower, are they? Oh, come on. Not the tower, but this pillar. Boom. The frost damage is a little quicker than the lightning bolt, though. So, 2-second cast, same range. Slows the movement down.
Anaria Shola.
You have successfully completed your first task. For that, you are to be congratulated. Such success gives me faith that you will turn out better than those young Blood Elves who failed to heed the lessons of their masters. Continued success will be rewarded, not only with knowledge, but also with tangible rewards as well. Your work here, however, is not finished. There is much more to learn, my young friend. Then we get our Worm Sash. Unfortunate measures, your effort has made something clear that, honestly, I wish were not true. The unchecked power of the burning crystals have maligned a much larger swath of the Isle's natural balance than I thought. We must now take on more unfortunate measures to reclaim control. The nearby lynxes have succumbed to the influence of the crystals, and they must be put down. Bring their collars, Del, as I may yet be able to fashion a magical restraint to turn some back from being uncontrolled. Alright, so lynxes basically.
We will have justice.
8 lynx collars. We will have justice over the lynx. Those terrible lynxes. Is that a lynx? That's a cub. Oh, somebody's going. Oh, this people going to town over here on the lynxes. What's up, buddy? I know you're close, but I don't think I have to worry anything to worry about right now. Level 3, that's how you do it. Oh, we got Fire Blast already. Last enemy for 16, that's our instant, so.
I don't have a target.
Ouch! Let's kick this shit out of him. 16 fire damage. Castable while casting other spells. Oh, okay. I'm waiting too long on that. I should be able to start my other one and then smack him, and then, okay. Let's see how that works. Oh, yeah, okay. Is that a dot, or is that just straight up damage? Just straight up damage, okay. What we got here? Come on, lynxes, there's one. Oh, we got a feral tender here. Another bag. And a cloak. Or something.
I need to get closer.
I'm not gonna mess with the cubs, I'll just mess with the cubs' parents. So the cubs have nobody to and no way to survive. Is that a cub? There's a lynx. Oh, I didn't want to hurt your cub. Oh, I can loot you though. Alright, and that's enough for the destruction of the genocide of the lynxes. A level 2 elite. Really? I can be level 2 and be elite. I'm a higher level than you. It's kind of funny.
Victory lies
It
ahead.
gives me no pleasure to ask you to destroy those beasts. While in the times past we have lived in relative harmony with wildling creatures, these are different times. The first order of business is for all Sunstrider Isle's survival. Make sure you remember that. I will. Unfortunate measures, the tower and surrounding areas should now be relatively secure, though only for the time being. You have done well in providing us with a buffer of security, but we will need to reassert control over the entire isle if we are to survive here in the long run. This will involve tackling much greater threats than errant mana-worms and lynxes. Take this dell, you will no doubt make use of it for the tasks to come. Bracers. Level 4. Report to Lathan Paralon. You are to report to my assistant, Lathan Paralon. He will instruct you on what needs to be done next. While we here at the Sunspire will continue to rein in the burning crystals, you will be focused on a more pressing matter concerning Faltharian Academy. Lanthan will explain fully when you speak to him. Simply walk west of here along the path, and you should see him standing close by. Good luck, Del. Your continued successes shall be rewarded.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright. He must be upstairs, yes. Now we got our trainers in here, mage trainers, pallies, priests. We don't even need the trainers anymore in this game. Hunter, rogue. The Sunspire held a beautiful vantage of the Sunwell. Once our lives have been turned upside down, Del. We nonetheless carry on. It is our way. We are survivors. If you are to survive this upheaval, to carry on in your own right, then you must learn how to survive. All Blood Elves must do this. You must master your insatiable hunger for magic before it masters you. The Shrine of Dath Ramar. Day after day I stand here watching, waiting. I've been accused of dwelling too much on our past, while my eyes look to the horizon. But it is my firm belief that each visitor to this island should honor those who have sacrificed all so that they may continue to do so. Dathramar Sunstrider was our first king. He led us here from Kalimdor through the Maelstrom. Seek out his shrine to the west and do not return to me until you have read the plaque upon its honor. Solanian's belongings. With all the chaos happening here at the Sunspire, I've been a chance to collect my belongings I've left outside at the various places on the Isle. I must maintain my vigil over Sunwell here, so I'll ask that you collect them in my stead. Really? I need my Scrying Orb, my Scroll of Scourge Magic, and my journal. Use this satchel for some extra space, as my things are rather bulky. Return them to me and I'll give you a little something, you know, for the effort. Wow, they just ripped off Camp. Oh, you could keep the satchel as well. That line, return to me, I'll give you a little something, you know, for the effort, is Caddyshack. Bill Murray, Caddyshack, straight up. That's funny. Okay. A Fistful of Silvers quest. Over here, Arcanist Elthanis.
Malanore.
It's a shame that we have lost control of many of the creatures here on the island. This was once a tranquil place of study and research. Now it's all we could do to keep from being attacked by our own creations. I want to offer you a chance to receive a magical boon in exchange for some collecting work on your part. Bring me a stack of arcane silvers that are found on the mana-using creatures of Sunstrider Isle, and I will cast a spell on you that should aid your adventures on the Isle.
Remember the sun.
More quests. Thirst Unending. If there's only one lesson you deign to remember from your time in Sunstrider Isle, let it be this. Control your thirst for magic. It is a thirst unending, Del. What you absorb must be controlled and released via an arcane torrent. Failures to become one of the wretched, hopelessly addicted, and insane. Seek out a mana orb and unleash your arcane torrent upon it. Learn to master your power. When you have sufficiently released an arcane torrent, return to me. I will do so. I will unleash my arcane torrent on this poor mana worm right here. Or not. It didn't work? Oh, god dang it. I wasn't close enough? Now I have to wait 2 minutes. Son of a bitch. Alright, what else can I do while I'm here? Arcane Silvers. Do I get them from them also? I think so. Let's see. Actually, it would tell me under his any creature on the Isle that uses mana. Well, those guys use mana. I mean, they got the word mana in their name. There you go, okay. Alright, you. Are you within 8 yards? Oh, I still have 9 seconds left. How about you? There we go. Alright, and we're racking up the arcane silvers now. Where are we at? 6-6. Alright, read the shrine on Dath Ramar. Even though we could turn this quest in. Technically just run right by it. Probably should have, but I'm just going to follow the guide. So I don't kind of do something where maybe, I don't know, if something will stop another quest from happening, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Kind of just going to follow that and see how it goes. And we also have, I think we were actually right by one of the items for Solanian over there where we were before, but we'll have to grab that in a second. Let's read the shrine. You've discovered the location of the shrine. Upon further examination, you sense a stronger pulse of the strange power that has gripped the isle. You feel a bit uncomfortable standing by the shrine, and perhaps a little disturbed. The bronze placard along the side of the shrine reads, "Here stands the shrine of Dath Ramar, a fitting tribute to a noble elf. Let all who gaze on this monument remember his sacrifices for our people and his dedication to the cause of our continued survival. All who prosper in Quel'Thalas do so thanks to him." Alright, nice. So now let's send us on our collecting a scroll of magic for Solanian. It's probably our next order of business. Collect his scrying orb. I don't know. Seems like busy work to me. So far I feel like this zone is bigger and less, like the Torrent, it was like quick to get through that because there wasn't a lot of running around. The quests were close. And there was a lot more enemies like right around the quest. Like all those Quillboars were so easy to kill so quickly. Now technically I could have went and got this. I could have got this journal when I was over here last time, but whoa, come on. And I probably should have. But I'm trying to follow the little guide here. Just I'm just going to follow it so I don't miss anything, as I said already. Alright. Yeah, so far this is more of a, seems like a more open area than Mulgore, or by Camp Narashi, however you say it. I don't know, it don't look much bigger. So who did I talk to? Yeah. Well Watcher Solanian.
Glory to the Sindori.
Okay, Shrine of Dath Ramar. Ah, Del, thank you for sharing your experience at the Shrine of Dath Ramar. First off, you should be commended for your sense of duty and respect. It will serve you well, not only here, but in all of Azeroth as well. As for our odd sensation is no doubt a contributing part of the taint that has befallen Sunstrider Isle. We shall keep an eye on it. Thank you for alerting us to it. Have you had a chance to find my belongings? Once we reassert our dominance over Sunstrider Isle, I will need them in my work. For now, though, I must maintain my watch over the Sunwell, or what remains of it. Well done. I knew you'd be perfect for the task. Once it's safe to make use of your outdoor facilities on the Isle, I'll be putting these things to good use. Like I mentioned, please feel free to keep my satchel. Also, you may find this piece of armor to be useful. Consider it ample compensation for a simple task performed dutifully. Get some new gloves. And we're level 5, and we can talk to our buddy down here. Arcanist Athanas, turn in the silvers. Many of the creatures here on the Isle were once bound to non-aggression and complacency by our magical skills. When the Scourge destroyed the Sunwell, our hold over these creatures shattered. Arcane silvers are the remnants of the control we once had, and such a thing might be usable to fashion a new device to aid us in regaining their control. Better still, perhaps the silvers could be used to see what malaise the Owl truly suffers under. Splendid, these will do nicely. I've been doing quite a bit of thinking on the current malaise Sunstrider Isle suffers under. One possible course of action I had pondered was to collect these arcane silvers from the beasts of the Isle. In doing so, they could be experimented on. This would provide a potential source of culpability. Anyway, I'll attend to the research. Allow me to place this incantation on you. I believe you'll make good use of it. What do you put on us? Fortitude of the Sindori. Increases stamina and versatility by 5. Did we get a new cloak? I guess it's no better than the one we have, but it's new, so I'm going to put it on. They're probably not going to have us put it on because it will actually... We could sell the new one, but not the old one. Big deal.
What business have you?
Alright, you have done well today, Dal. Your willingness to learn shows that you may very well rise above the unyielding cravings you must endure as a Blood Elf. Rest not on your laurels, young one, but instead seek to master what you have learned. Only through diligence will we, as a race, survive. Take this. It may be of some use to you. Go now and bring glory once more to our people. Pants.
Stay the course.
We don't need the pants? Is that a similar thing? 2 armor, 2 armor? Yeah. I'll put them on. Alright. Report to Lanthon Paralon. Let's see how far we're finishing off this area. We're 62%. Yeah, this is definitely a longer... I don't have the time. It feels longer than Malmor, or than Camp Narashi for sure. Magistrates Arona told me that you've been along quick enough, Dal. The Faltharian Academy to our west, the huge floating building with the ornate spires, is in bad shape. You're going to be leading the effort to recapture it from one of the wretched, a Blood Elf who has forever succumbed to their basest cravings. I hope you're ready to work. There's not only going to be a lesson about danger, but also what happens when you forsake the realities of who you are. Aggression. Before sending you to the academy, I want you on another task that needs to be dealt with immediately. Once you used to aid us in the garden of Sunstrider Isle, the bestial tenders now have grown out of our control. Clear them out with due haste, but be warned, their lack of control has made them aggressive. It is such an aggression that forces us to put down these once gentle servants. It doesn't please me to ask you to do such a task, but survival is survival. I'll mourn later. Alright, so we gotta kill the tenders on our way to the large tower area there. Of course, these starting zones, nobody attacks you here. Like, none of these lynxes will attack you. They're all yellow. These are some of my favorite guys to kill. So Frost Nova, if somebody gets near you, you can do this to freeze them and get some space to start blasting with your magic again. These trees, any of these tree characters in WoW are some of my favorite death animations. When they slide down, you'll see it here. I love how they slide down, they look around like they're not sure what's going on, and they fall over. It's awesome. I've always loved these guys. There's tons of different tree creatures in the game. Or different zones have different ones, higher level ones, you know, but they all kind of have that same animation, a lot of them, so. That guy just fell over. Level 6, baby. Four left? Oh, there's two types. There's tenders and feral tenders. I didn't even realize that. Like, man, I'm killing a lot of these guys. It is pretty late, and I'm actually starting to get tired. I can feel it. This is my second video tonight. I did so far I've done the Tauren one, and now this one, my first two of this series I'm working on. I'm thinking of trying to get as much, you know, as I can done of it. But yeah, I'm starting to feel it a bit. Alright, I mean, one more feral tender. Anybody? Alright, turn in aggression. I want us to turn that in before heading up to the tower, huh? Alright. The next thing we do is head up that tower, finish up some stuff up there, and that's the end of this zone. While the deaths of the tenders give me no joy whatsoever, it does show me that you're ready for the most important task you'll do here in Sunstrider Isle. Take this and put to good use. You'll need good items and sharp wits for the task ahead. Our reassertion of control over the island depends on it. So we get a staff or a dagger. Suggesting dagger? Sure. Faltharian the Banished, the betrayer of our people, resides atop Faltharian Academy to the southwest. Faltharian is his name, and he was banished from the Blood Elf lands for failing to heed the warnings of our teachers and elders. He is the worst of our society, as he lives only to feed his insatiable magical addictions. He refused to learn control. He's a shell of his former self, one of the wretched, and he is a threat to the Sunspire. Destroy him and the wraiths he uses as minions. Yes, buddy. I like this. I like this Blood Elf background right now, where we're basically addicted to magic, and we need to, you know, sate our hunger for it, or we could become one of the wretched. These other creatures in the Isle are already being overrun by the magics. This arcane torch is kind of supposed to help with that, but in gameplay terms it looks like it just removes the beneficial effect of enemies. I guess I should have went the other way. We gotta kill these wraiths. We can help out a little bit.
I need to target something first.
Speed it up. we gotta do, we gotta kill 8 wraiths, 2 tainted arcane wraiths, and then Felendrin, of course. We got a warlock up front. I love warlocks. My 120, my 120 is a warlock. What do we get? Tainted arcane silver. You found an ounce silver of crystallized mana on the corpse of a tainted wraith. You know what? I'm going to write on this one.
I need a target.
Holy cow, they killed that guy fast. So did we get a quest item to start that quest, or did we get that quest? Yeah, bring the tainted arcane silver. You found an ounce silver of crystallized mana on the corpse of a tainted arcane wraith. The silver is different than others you may have seen, that is as dark and sinister looking as the wraith you looted it from. Just holding it gives you a sense of unnatural foreboding. Arcanist Hellion at the gazebo of the Sunspire and Sunstrider Isle just might be someone who would have use for the silver. Alright. Additional quests on the drop. It's cool. I wonder if we always get it, or because we only had to kill 2 of those arcane wraiths, and we didn't get it on the first one we killed. What if we kill 2, move on, not get the quest? Be interesting. Or yeah, or if the second one will definitely drop it, or one of the 2. I can't believe they killed him so fast.
It's locked.
There you are. So we can use our Frost Nova to get some distance. Alright. Kill 1 tainted arcane wraith. I still have to kill 1 more? Oh shit, I didn't know that. I thought I got them all. Oh, sorry, I'm seriously starting to almost doze off here. I just fell off this fucking thing. I totally fell asleep for a second. Told you it was very late. Actually, I have this recording thing over the time. I can't even see it. It's 3:45 a.m. server time, which means it's 2:45 a.m. where I'm at, because I'm on an Eastern server, but I live in the Central time zone. So, yeah, I'm pretty tired. And I like totally zoned out there for a second, fell off the freaking thing. And now I gotta go back up because these arcane ones don't seem like they're on the first few levels. Well, not arcane, but these tainted ones. And we need to get 1 more. Oh, come on, where are they at? There he is. Yay! Alright, now we can turn in our buddy. We can leap down from here. I think. Actually, I'm not sure. Let's leap in the water at least. Oh, that still hurt us. But we're fine. Alright, this might be the end of the zone. We got 2 more steps completed. We have a quest to turn in. Yeah, this will be it. Turn in Faltharian the Banished. Which should get us some XP and some money, and that's it. So at the end of both... Well, actually, we're going to be level 7 here. Did we end Camp Narashi at level 6? We might have. I don't know.
Victory lies ahead.
Heed well this warning. Faltharian the Banished is only a symptom of a much larger problem. His demise will solve our immediate concerns, but all Blood Elves share the potential same fate as him if we let our addictions get the best of us. Faltharian's head, you are to be commended, Dal. You've succeeded where others, like Faltharian, have utterly failed. Perhaps you're truly ready to be a contributing member of Blood Elf society. Your success here means that you are capable of surviving the greater threats that lurk in Eversong. And believe me, there are plenty to face. Level 7. Aiding the Outrunners, Magistrix Arona wanted you to head over to Silvermoon City in order to aid our reclamation efforts there. That is, once you have successfully addressed the situation at Faltharian Academy. You did not disappoint us, Dal. On your way to Falcon Wing Square, south of here, you should speak with Outrunner Alarian. She is not far from the bridge. The Outrunners take care of shuttling goods between here and the mainland, and since you've proven to be so resourceful, they could use your assistance. Sure.
Time is of the essence.
Alright, so we need to turn in Arcane Silver. Oh, that was the extra crest we got from the tainted creature up there. From the drop. So turn that in, that should be the end of our little excursion here. From your demeanor, you seem to be on a matter of some urgency. Is there something specific I can assist you with? This is most interesting, and when I say interesting, I mean more disturbing than anything else. Our efforts to reassert control over the Isle in the time following the destruction of the Sunwell have been a challenge. I suspect that whatever foul source is corrupting the Isle at the heart of it all. This silver may be of some aid in uncovering what's really going on. You were wise to bring this to me, Dal. Take this as compensation for your diligence. Hold your head high, and then we are now going to be moving on. We've completed here. We're going to move on to Eversong Woods. Talk to Outrunner Alarian first. Let's do a quick selling.
Items.
I think we had better start so far with our Blood Elf. We got a couple bags. She seems like she can kill things a little faster than the Shaman so far. The Shaman is going to end up with some cool things like totems and things to play with. We're not really concentrating as much on characters as just the zones. So Camp Narashi was pretty basic, pretty easy. This one's a little bigger. I feel like this one took longer to do, but I'm not quite sure on the time. It is pretty though, and I do like the Blood Elf character here. I like the way they look. She's designing stuff, and mages are always fun, so kind of like this little setup here. Alright, so I've got 2 videos in the bag right now. We are going to continue with starter zones, and then we'll see where we go from there, I think. So we have humans, we have the dwarfs and the gnomes, which have the same one. Actually, let's check out and see what we have. Let's see our options, and then we could do a vote for any of the, if anybody's even watched any of these videos. Let me know which ones you want to see next, or what I should do next. That's kind of how I'd like to run this, if possible. I guess this is not an inn, so we'll just do a quick 20-second log out. Yeah, so I'd like to get some feedback on the next zones to head over to. We're kind of concentrating on not the allied characters we have because they start higher level. The actual starting areas. So if we would do that, our options are human, dwarf, and gnome, I believe, share the same starting area. Night elf, Drani, or Dranai, or whatever. Worgen, they got some cool stuff going. Pandarian is a much bigger starting area. We might head that last. Orc and Troll are the same. Durotar, then Undead has their own, I believe. And Goblin, which I've really never played much of the Goblins, so that might be an interesting one to start with too. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see if anybody mentions any options, and I'll go with whatever gets the most. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.